Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm on my way. Tell me that you need me, yeah. I'll give it to you night and day. I'm talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm starting out with a fresh face for this Valentine's inspired look, and I'm starting off with my brows using the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I'm just starting with an outline and I'm going to fill them in. They're already pretty thick, so I kind of just keep it really simple. And the awesome part about this particular brush is that on the end it has a spoolie that you can just distribute the rest of the product with, and it comes out perfect every time. So just to conceal under my brows, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade Deep. And I'm just taking this right below my brow, and then I put it on my eyelid to prep for my eyeshadow. So starting out with the eyeshadow, I am using this yellow shade from the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm using this as a transition color. I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a sunset feel and vibe. And this pink, I am just packing it on. Honestly, this particular shadow is not super it's not super pigmented, so I went in with this deeper red. And as you can see, I did change my brush because I wanted to keep it a little bit closer in towards my crease. And then I lost a bit of that yellow, so I'm just going back in with this small brush to pop that in under my brow. Now using one of my favorite palettes, the Dare to Create palette by Morphe, I'm going in with this plum shade and this small brush in the outer corner of my eye, and kind of like a V shape, and bringing it into the inner corner just to smoke it out and get it prepped and ready for the cut crease. And this brush is clean. I'm just using it to blend everything together so it can be nice and seamless. For my cut crease, I'm using Pure Beige in LA Girl Pro Concealer. And this little Morphe brush, I'll have to look up the number and definitely list it down below because it is amazing. I promise you, it gets the cut crease correct every single time. So I really love the color that the eyeshadow and the concealer made together. So I decided to just go ahead and put some of the Airspun translucent powder over it to keep that same shade. It was just the perfect like pink for me and what the look I was going for. Oh, little celebratory dance when you get that cut crease popping. Alright, so back in with that plum shade, and I'm just filling that in on the outer corner. And as you can see, I kind of like to do that slanted cut crease vibe. It makes your eyes look a little bit longer, like, you know, the cat eye vibe. And then I'm going in with this shade in the middle just to blend everything together. So now I'm prepping my skin with this Mary Kay primer, and I absolutely love it. It has sunscreen in it, which is great. Not that Kansas City has had much sun lately, but it's good for your skin. And so you guys know I usually use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the matte and poreless, but I wanted to try the dewy one just to see if it did much difference. Honestly, I don't think that it really did. It seemed to work the same, and the color, I pretty much matched it perfect to the one that I usually use. So I'm just blending this out with this teeny tiny beauty blender. It took me forever, honestly. Like, my other beauty blender needed to be washed and the struggle is real, so I just used this tiny one. But going in with the same Maybelline Fit Me, I'm using the concealer in Deep underneath my eyes to give me a nice highlight and keep it fresh. I love this one because first of all, it's drugstore, it's inexpensive, and it has a really like light and airy coverage. It doesn't seem like I have on any foundation and any concealer at all. Like, it's so light and airy. Again, I'm just blending this in with that same beauty blender. I like to use the same one because it has the a little bit of residue from the foundation. That way it all kind of just blends together. Nothing looks worse than when you have that like super white cakey under your eyes and you can just see that there's like a pile of concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add some powder. When I was doing this, I was actually thinking, if I'm adding all of this powder, is this kind of defeating the purpose of this like dewy foundation? I don't know. Do you guys still use powder if you're using a dewy foundation? Like, does that take away all of the dew that it was supposed to give you? I have no idea, but We shall see. Alright, so for contour, I am using Toffee from the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm just adding a little bit here to my cheekbones to make them pop. I promise you, the color of this is just so perfect for my skin tone. Like, I really match this well. Because I order it offline, and sometimes I get a little nervous, you know, if the color is gonna match right. But this is like the perfect shadow for my skin tone. For this, I say take your time. I'm using circular motions just to blend that out. And then I'm adding on this deep tan bronzer just to make it look really seamless and smooth. I really am not a huge fan of that like sharp defined line for your contour. I still want it to look like my face. Like, give me a nice shadow, give me a nice contour, give me a nice bronze, but I want it to look super natural and, you know. Oh, look at that cute face. Screenshot that and send it to me. But, yep, just adding a bit of contour to my nose. And to complete the eyeshadow look and bring it all together, I'm taking that same shade and going underneath my eye. And I'm using this glitter from Urban Decay, and I use this as the base, and then I just add whichever glitter that I want. I use kind of like this bronzy, it's got a hint of pink in it, just to highlight the inner corners of my eye. Now I love this lip pencil. It's like the perfect nude for my lips and my skin tone. And I'm just adding this because I'm going for a nude lip, but I just wanted to make sure my lips were nice and outlined. So I'm keeping this toward the outer edges of my lips, and then I'm going to go ahead and rub it in. And using this Creme Sheen from MAC Cosmetics, I am going to apply this to my lower lip and just kind of rub it in until I get the perfect consistency that I'm looking for. And as you guys know, my favorite lip gloss, this is Peekaboo from Victoria's Secret. I literally go there and grab like 7 at a time, because if they ever decide to get rid of it, I'm going to be completely like just devastated, because it's like the best lip gloss ever. Not too sticky and has the perfect color. Look at that. Oh my god. This is literally my favorite, you guys. Come on. So this Dior mascara works wonders. Like, I was going to be extra and wear lashes today, but once I applied it and I put on like a layer on the top and then I put a layer underneath, it was perfect. Granted, I do have pretty long eyelashes, but to be honest, it really does wonders. So if you want to try it, get you some. Alright, so just finishing off my brows, I'm using this e.l.f. brow gel, and I'm just going over the top just to keep them all in place. Now for highlight, my favorite highlighter at the moment, I got this for Christmas, I think, and it's just so amazing. I think it was actually last year, and it's lasting me such a long time. And once I've added that last bit of highlights, this is the final look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Brianna L. Wright, and we can stay connected. Happy Valentine's Day. Love ya. Peace.